So Camelot.
So does knight not mean anything?
No, the knight in pawns means something different. I'll show you in a second. Several ways to win. The game is won if a player moves any of their two pieces, knight or men, into the opponent's castle, which is the two squares at the back. The game is won if a player captures all the opponent's pieces and has two or more of their own pieces left. The game is won if a player has two or more pieces and the opponent's unable to make a legal move. So this is a pretty bloodbath type of game. There's a lot of capturing early on too, because there's a lot of just jumping. All right. So you can either just move like a king, which is just called a plain move, and every piece can do that. There's called a canter, which either piece can do, which is you're jumping over your own pieces diagonally or orthogonally, in any amount if you can keep jumping. And then there's a jump capture. There's two different answers. A jump capture is if you can only jump your opponent's pieces, and they captures those. A knight can so a pawn can only jump over like one color at a time. Like it can't make a long chain of interchangeable colors. Like it couldn't jump black then white then black then white. But a knight can do that. A knight can jump your colors and the opponent's colors, and it only captures the opponent's colors. Does that make sense?
I was starting to read the rules myself.
Yeah. So yeah, pawns can.
Castle is a two little dots.
Yeah.
The game is won if a player captures all of his opponent's pieces and has two or more of his own pieces left.
It'll most likely be a win of getting into the castle or resigning. I would say if we're at a point where we're capturing every single one of the pieces, then obviously you just the game would end. But I would say okay.
On it both ways.
Let me know when you're ready. Push start. Yeah, it's a normal move like a king. Any space next to him, and then jumping.
And then what do the pawns do? The canter may jump over another piece. How does the
Everything can jump over another piece.
what makes the knight different than the man?
So when a pawn jumps, it can only jump over a line of a single color. That could be a single color of your opponent or yourself. But a knight can switch in between. And when it jumps over an opponent's piece, it captures it. So a pawn can jump over, 10 opponent's pieces in a row, but it has to only be opponent's pieces. A knight can jump back and forth between opponent's pieces and your own pieces.
Okay.
So capturing can be fairly, like I said, capturing's pretty strong at the beginning, or in this game, because you can have multiple captures, right? When pieces look like chess pieces, then you have multiple captures. Then it's crazy. I push start. Your clock is doing its thing.
The history of the game is pretty interesting to read. There's so many things that no one ended up giving a shit about. They're there. No one knows what the fuck Camelot is, basically, practically. No one spent their whole life making it, Kind of reminds me of my art.
Yeah, I guess backward moves could be a pretty big thing because, I mean, it's not like I've played this game enough. But it's only, I mean, we don't have to worry about capture. Okay, so 1, 2.
Oh, you don't capture?
No, you do. Like it's more about capture, not about. I mean, I guess moving forward is a good thing too. Yeah, I mean, that's. That seems good.
Wait, so how did that happen? Oh, I see. That's cool. Nice. Good one.
Thanks.
Yeah, because I didn't think about that, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Whatever, I'll probably... Man, I'm just, yeah. It's like I'll probably... I might be in Norway. Maybe not. I don't even fucking know any. I don't know. The thing is, man, I still like her, man. All this, I say all this, dude, I really deeply care about her, man. I don't care about her. I don't know why. Yeah, it's so stupid. Not even good. There's all these other people, I just don't really care. She's the one that keeps, like, dude, you're bothering me. Like, I didn't even ask for this. What are you doing? But you know something that really makes me think about things is like the sexual relation between men and women has to be the most psychologically complicated thing to ever evolve for humanity, right? I mean, so it's like when you're dealing with someone else who's a woman, like, they're evolved to want to have children and then have a man stick around them so that they can raise a child. Like, that's the underneath biological drive. We live in a society where everything like that is being fucked with, so it's already more complicated. But then it's like, it's just like any kind of social understanding of what you should be doing. Yeah, it's just like, it's not any help in a book would be already like very derivative and like not accurate. I mean, it's just like, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. How do people get married? I don't know. And people figure it out. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't know. I don't understand it. Yeah, and it's so sad. Like, the Marina thing, it's really sad, man. It's like, what am I doing? It's like, I'm the sad one, right? It's like, it's just such a waste of time. And, you know, it's like,
It's hard to know in life about things.
yeah. Yeah, but it's like, dude, I should be proud too, though, because I did try with McKin. Like, I told her that I wanted to have a life with her, which, I mean, I probably did it at the wrong time or whatever, but I tried really hard. And she's the one who's, I mean, I know she doesn't like me, but still, she said that she's scared of everything. She said that, she said that she's scared of falling. I was like, so at least I was I at least really tried with someone who was not married and was available. I mean, it's like, dude, it took a lot of effort to try with, like, to just say something like that to someone. I don't know, man. It took a lot of courage. It's like the one time I do that, and I'm 31, and I've only done that. I've actually never asked anyone to, like, I don't know, man. I guess I just put so much pressure. That was such a dumb way to phrase it. I don't know, man. It's just, I tried so fucking hard, man. It's like the one time I try, it doesn't work out. It's like I don't have it in me to, like, fucking try that hard. It's like, God, I'm just too emotional, man. It's such a fucking pain. It's annoying. So, is there anyone else on Instagram or anything that you were talking to?
Not really. I'm going to my cousin's wedding in next month.
Mm-hmm.
He's 1 year older than me, so I'm excited about that. That could be a thing, but I'm not just like wait for that or anything. Just I see. I may do that last time. I didn't read that in the rules. It's saying it's just you have to capture if you can, I guess.
Alright, I'll try a little harder on this next one.
You gonna play a new game?
Yeah.
Pretty fast game. But I mean, I don't blame you for
What?
like I just said, like it's not that you're not trying hard. It's new game.
Well, I'm not sure what context we're talking about here. You're talking about the game or?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
You're not blaming me for not trying hard on this Camelot game?
Or in real life for relationship stuff.
Yeah, well.
I mean, yeah, like you're right. It does take a lot of energy.
Try,
Yeah,
man.
it takes.
To try them too much. Yeah. I don't know, man. She's weird. She's like wealthy, and I don't know. Who knows what's going on in her fucking head, man? I don't really know. And she said, she's like, I need to see a therapist, maybe. And I didn't say anything. I should have told her, yeah, please, God, maybe. You know, I'd love if she saw a therapist and then she just told her all the stuff that I did. And then I would love it for the therapist to just slowly lead her to be like, this guy's kind of in love with you and he doesn't seem like he's It's like,
You wish that a therapist would convince someone else to be in love with you? Or?
No, I wish that a therapist would at least. No, I did not say that. I phrased it as the therapist would help her to understand that I was a genuine person, like trying to have a real relationship, and if she wants to get, what I mean is like have genuine contact, and she said that she has a hard time having genuine contact, and maybe a therapist could be like, I wonder if there's anyone in your life who was trying to have genuine contact with you. It looks like you're the one that's not been opening up to them. And I don't know, man. I guess in a way I was saying that, but I don't think it's that crazy for a therapist to be like, looks like there was someone who was in your life who was trying to ask you about questions and talk to you about your life, but it seems like you wouldn't say anything to them, so maybe you're the one. I don't know, man. Yeah, I guess I do kind of want that. Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? But yeah, I know, that's not really, I mean, yeah, I know, that's really just me wishing she would get a therapist for my own sake, which is kind of fucked up. I don't know, man, it's pretty hard to, liking someone and then it's just a the hinge date I went on was just she was too fat for me, but just like she was pretty trying hard. I don't know, man. Big fuck. But then like once I like saw her and like already decided that I wasn't attracted to her, then it was just like I just stopped giving a shit, and then by the end I realized like damn, I actually wanted to give a shit because maybe I'm not attracted to her, but I don't want to appear crazy. So I just said whatever popped in my head because I didn't give a fuck, and then by the end of it, it's like, oh, this person doesn't really kind of thinks I'm weird, and it's like, well, I would have at least liked her to go away from the conversation thinking, he's not into me, but like at least he's not, somebody would like him. But I think she left thinking like, oh god, this guy's crazy. I wasn't that crazy, but it was like I just didn't filter myself. I was way too open for a first date, but I just had decided I didn't give a fuck, so I was like, I'll just say whatever the fuck I'm thinking. I don't give a shit. But I said shit that like you definitely probably shouldn't be. Like I talked about money a bunch and really dumb shit, but I just didn't give a fuck. And she was talking about really serious stuff. She was like, so you're going to Norway? It's like, well, I want to move. Like she was like really open, She would have. I would have tried hard, maybe. Oh fuck, man. I think it's true, dude. The hotter a girl is, man. It's true. Like there's more people that want to get with hot girls, man. There's gonna be more emotionally complicated people, more than likely. I know that sounds bad, but it's just a fucking fact. Because that's how they're gonna be treated by people. The hotter they are, the more men are gonna be going after them, and they're gonna have to deal with more psychological shit, and they're gonna be more psychologically complicated because they're gonna be dealing with people wanting things from them at the deepest biological level. So there's going to be exceptions, obviously, but I would say on the rule, on the head of it, it's just the fact. Maybe it makes me sound whatever the fuck you want to call it, politically incorrect, but it's fucking fact. I'm pretty sure. Nice, man. Dude. Yeah, and maybe we should, I don't know, man. It's a hard thing to teach, but, I don't know, man. You can't teach people that, right? How can you tell people that, be hot, it'll help you, I don't agree. It's hard to say, man. I don't know. Yeah. It's how the world fucking works, man.
That's weird. I could capture on that move, but it didn't force me to. Seemed odd. Because the last time it did, it said if you can capture, you should. Or, it said something like that.
I wouldn't be that surprised if there was some coding issue in this.
Maybe not. You should capture an enemy piece. Yes, that's what it is.
So now it's forcing you again.
Yeah, I think it's good. Good game.
It's alright. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't make anything that hard.
I think the board could be smaller, or I don't know. I mean, I haven't played enough games to figure that out. And there is a smaller version called CAM, so the Camelot. But yeah, I think it's checkers like. I mean, I don't know how to. I just have to capture. It's not. I mean, I think knights and pawns make it seem more like chess, and it's nothing really like chess. So I think it'd be a good. It's easy to learn, I think.
There you go, man. Oh, brother.